Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Manifest Tarot. I'm so happy you're here today. And today we are looking at what is coming up for you in May. So to do that, I'm going to pick two piles. I'm going to pick two cards from this deck, and you will be able to pick, oops, actually this one too. All right, this is such a beautiful deck, an oracle deck. What do we have? Ooh, we have number 5, Bloom. What a gorgeous card. And we have, for pile number 2, number 12, All is Connected. Wow. It's very interesting because one is very much a spring-ish card, and one is very much an autumn-ish card. Very interesting. All right, I will get some crystals. For those of you who like to pick with crystals, I'll be right back. I'm back, and I always have to go matchy with the crystals. Well, almost always. So for pile number 1, Bloom, I picked this rose quartz heart. So pretty. It's so beautiful. And then for the All is Connected, pile number 2, I picked this red carnelian heart. Oh, and I'm not sure I mentioned it. Of course you can see, but pile number 1's card is number 5, Bloom. And for pile number 2, the card is number 12, All is Connected. All right. Of course, I'll leave the timestamps below, and I will see you in your reading after you've chosen which pile or piles you want. Hey, pile number 1. You chose this beautiful pink card. This is card number 5, Bloom. Very much matching my sweater today. And look at her hair and these branches. So interesting. It's got shades of this. They both are similar in that they both have this webbing. This one is a spider's web, and this one is her hair and these branches. So they're very similar in that way. All right, so you pick this card as your oracle card, and then you chose this pink quartz heart. Rose quartz, I should say. All right, so that's here. And I'm going to get some tea leaves for us. So I'm going to pick a couple from each pile. Looks like a month wants to come out, and an astral house from this pile. And then oh, another month. We're only getting one red card today for your pile. So let's see. The first, well, I'm going to go by order in which they came out. So this month of the year is April. Wow, this is this month. I'm doing the reading in April for May. So talk about immediate. And also, look at how it's so much mirroring your card in color and in feeling. All right, this astral house is happiness. Wow, pile number 1. I love this card. It's so happy. And if you notice, the birds are flying in all directions. So happiness is everywhere. And then we have Our second month is July. So in just a few months, so it is, well, if we're counting from May, it's only 2 months. So if we're counting from April, which is the month I'm reading, it's, 3 months. So, and it's the 7th month of the year, it's the summer. So there's a lot of different connotations for July. Let's see what's going on. And then this is our one tea leaf. Hidden secrets can harm you, skull. Wow. You know that saying, dead men tell no tales? So I think that's maybe what it's referencing. It's, that skull can't talk at all. Wow. All right. So here is, I have this new deck. And it is very beautiful. And it's a very simple design, especially the suit cards. Hold on. This one. Let's see. Oop. I guess this one wanted to come out too. So let's see what else comes out. One more. Oh, right there. And then I'm using this deck. It's a Greek mythology deck. Let's see what else wants to come out. The birds are singing away today. And I'm also using this Vice Versa Tarot. If you haven't seen this before, the reason that you see a picture is this is the back of the Nine of Cups and this is the front. So each card has 2 illustrations. So just so you know. So I'm going to put this on the side and try not to see anything while I try not to see anything while I pick out the cards, and I already see them. There's that. All right. So let's see what we have. Your first card is the Justice card. So beautiful, beautifully illustrated. Looks like little mouse holes. Maybe you're feeling like there's some sort of game afoot that you are having to figure out, or you want it to be fair, a game that you want to be fair. What else do we have? The 6 of water, and water is cups. So this is the 6 of cups. And then we have the 2 of earth, and earth is pentacles. So it's the 2 of pentacles. These are such beautiful cards, huh? And we have the 4 of fire. Fire is wands. What's our final? That's our final card from this deck, right? Yes. So our final card from this deck is the 4 of air. This is... air is swords, so this is the 4 of swords. You got 2 4s, right? One after the other. So, and you must notice you also got water, which is cups, earth, which is pentacles, fire, which is wands, and air, which is swords. You got 1 of each, and a major arcana. Very interesting pile number 1. What else do we have? The Page of Cups. You've got some nice cup energy here, right underneath the Justice. The 10 of Coins, which is Pentacles. So this is a wish fulfillment card. I wonder what else we're going to have. The Death card. Wow. Something's changing for you. And we also... Oh, I guess that's it for that deck. All right. So this is the first card for this deck, which is the 5 of Wands. So this is the front of this 5 of Wands. And then this is the back. I love this card for so many reasons. First of all, their helmets are obscuring their vision. Maybe that's why they're still fighting. They're just like kind of crashing around. So you see this fighter's helmet is obscuring their vision. And then you see this fighter's helmet is obscuring their vision. And then you see that neither of them, both of them are just fighting each other with these wands, and neither of them is seeing the real danger in the back, which is this molten lava that is streaming down the mountain. So very interesting. The second one is, all right, so I had to do a little modesty tape for this one. So this is the Moon card. This is the front of the Moon card. Very interesting. So we have the crab looking away from the from the moon at us the viewer. We have these two dogs, one red, one white, looking at the moon also looking at us, the viewer. And then we have this figure. Very, very interesting. That's the back. Oh wait, yeah, that's the back. Okay. And then our final card is, this is the front. This is the 7 of Wands. So this is the front. And then this is the back. So let's see. Let's look at these details. Everyone else has given up, and he's still stalwartly standing there on his little rock at night. So he has reached the higher ground. He's above the fray now. He's above the fray. You are above the fray. Let's put it here, underneath these two of the same deck. So pile number 1, there looks to be some major movement both within you and in your 3D in May. We have the Justice card coming out first. So it's like the preeminent position is you getting some sort of justice. You getting some sort of fairness, judgment, like a judge. Not that this is the Judgment card, but you're getting some sort of judgment that has been in your life for a long time. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that you are going to see something that has been in your life for a long time. Time has been marching forward, and you have seen no progress in this thing, is what I'm trying to say. And then now, in May, you're getting some sort of conclusion, even if it's just partial or some, like it could be the final conclusion or it could be a major progress. And you feel like it is a very just judgment to you, if you see what I mean. And it's coming out first, so it's like the major thing here. And I just want to say, if you feel like you need to, if you feel like, oh, it's too late for me to disclose this, it's too late for me to do this in sort of like to give more information that will bolster your case, for instance, or your cause or whatever, for you to do it, for you to not think it's too late, for you to just go ahead and divulge your information that you have, or to do what you think is going to bolster your side, and that will help you. That's what we have here. So the other cards in this deck are the Six of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Four of Swords. Well, first of all, you're going to be able to take a rest after this justice has been meted out, because you're going to feel such relief, and you're going to feel like there's lots of happiness here. I mean, this is a major cycle has ended, and you're here, you're celebrating for a new beginning. It's going, new beginning and off, and then you are, you're having this moment where you can see both the happiness from the past and also the happiness in the future. But just a reminder that the present moment is really all we have. The past and the future are non-existent. We only can live in the present moment. So this present moment, you can look back at the past if you like the memories, but don't dwell there. You can decide what you want in the future, but to look forward with anxiety, or to look forward with regret of the past, or look forward with any of those emotions, or any of those sort of suppositions of what's going to happen, although you can't know what's going to happen. You can be who you are in the present moment. You can be who you want to be in the present moment, and the future will come to you, but only in a series of present moments. The present moment is the stream, the reality stream that runs between. The present moment is a stream of reality. This is me. This is how I'm going to describe it. The present moment is a stream of reality, and on this side is the bank of the past, and on this side is the bank of the future. But those are not real. You can never step out of the stream. You're always in the stream of infinite present moments. So we have this Two of Pentacles, which is you coming into balance. It's a major coming into balance. Money-wise, abundance-wise, and also stability-wise. There's feeling stable, feeling connected to the earth, feeling very grounded, which is great. And then, as I said, you're going to be able to take a rest, feel like you can just take a step back and relax after you have had this happen. So what else do we have? Oh, and then there's this Death card. You're going to feel there's going to be a moment where you can just let go of something. There is going to be a 3D component to this. There is something ending, there's something ending. There's something pretty major in your life that's being decided upon with a lot of justice for you. But then you're going to also be able to see that there is an ending, and you're going to be able to accept it without any sort of angst, or not any sort, I shouldn't say that. You can feel regret. You can feel those human emotions, but the you beyond those human emotions, beyond those human experiences, you will accept it. There's you and the humans, there's your human self. And then there's the self that is beyond that human self. There's the you that's underneath or beyond or above, or however you would like to envision it. And this is the you that is beyond just your human self, that is coming forward without human emotions, and accepting this and being recharged by it. Because what's right next to the death card is the 10 of Pentacles, which is wish fulfillment and great bounty. Look at her, she is carrying this cornucopia filled, it's overstuffed, this cornucopia. And what else do we have? We have the Moon card, we have these 2 wands, and we have the Page of Cups. So let's go with the Page of Cups first. We have, well, oh, and plus that we have the 10 of Pentacles and happiness. We have sun and summer and, you know, this luscious summer feeling. And we also have spring and bloom. So there's lots of great things happening. Like, just things are moving. What's happening in the winter? Things are stagnant. Things are not growing. Things are dying back. And then what do we have? We have this one death for you, death card for you, which obviously doesn't mean necessarily, you know, corporeal death. It just means an ending. But what's replacing it? All this burgeoning growth, this full flower, even this harvest. You have spring, summer, and fall. Let me get a good shot of this. This is all fall stuff. This is berries and late flowers and squash and it looks like fall foliage, things that are coming out in the fall. So you have all 3 of the growing and moving seasons in this one reading. It's pretty interesting. Oh, and obviously this is also spring. Look at this burgeoning growth here. It could be spring or summer, but it seems very spring-like to me. It's very, how can I even say? It's just, it's almost overwhelming. Look at how much growth there is here. This is personal growth, you, and also your 3D. But everything in your 3D starts with you, pile number 1. And oh yes, this Page of Cups, this is like, just the you know the saying hopeless romantic? This is not a hopeless romantic. This is a hopeful romantic. This is a romantic person that is completely given over to love in a way that is unabashed and, how can I say it? Unabashed and also unrepentant and unashamed of their love. Is this you? Is this someone in your 3D? I don't know, but this is a great, beautiful sentiment. Pile number 1. And then we have this interesting little triad here. So let's see. We have the Moon card. And let me show you again this back of this Moon card. And this is lots of dreams. It seems like lots of dreams and lots of going within, you know, feeling your feelings, but also there's a knowing, there's a deep knowing. There's not just the feelings. The feelings are secondary to the deep knowing that's going on here. I'm hoping that makes sense. And then we have these two wands. We have this Five of Wands that I already told you about. So they're fighting, and they're not even looking at each other. They're just mindlessly fighting. Not mindlessly, but, you know, purposelessly, because they can't even see who their enemy is. They're just fighting. Neither can see. And they're ignoring this big eruption happening. So what's going to happen pretty soon? They're both going to look up and they're going to say, ah, and they're both going to run. And they're both going to maybe join forces because they have an enemy, quote unquote enemy, bigger than themselves. So that's what's going to happen here in just a second. These two that have been fighting are going to join forces. And then we have this Seven of Wands. So this is the front and this is the back. You pile, this is like the best, this is the best card. You, pile number one, have reached this higher ground, and you are above the fray. You have stepped into a new plane of existence. Pile number one. You have ascended up above all of these things that used to worry you. You're not on that plane anymore. You're on this plane, not PLA. Well, plane is in, like, you know, a level, not plane is in something that's flying, or plane is in an open plane and a field kind of. It's a, you know, you've reached the higher ground. You are not being affected by what used to affect you. You are stalwart. You. Pile number one. This is such a beautiful card. It's like a culmination. This card is a culmination of what you have been working for. There's something you've been seeking to find within yourself. Let me make sure you can see it. You've been seeking to find this level of consciousness. And it has been, and you know, I can also take it, we have spring, summer, fall, and you know, either spring or summer, whatever. So there's lots of time also represented in these cards. So this journey that you've been on has taken you lots of time. But now you feel, with this step up, you feel and you know that it was all worth it, because now you are not these two that are just mindlessly fighting. They have not stepped above the fray yet. They haven't. You have. You are the person that is above it and can look at what is happening. You can feel bad if something happens as your human self, but there's a part of you that is now permanently up there and can, I don't want to say dispassionately, that's not necessarily the right word, but you can hold on to this version of you that is your new self without compromise. And because of this, pile number one, you are able to enjoy all of this wonderful feeling of the six that is represented in the Six of Cups, the Four of Wands, even the Two of Pentacles, this balance, this assuredness, this grounding. You've got the Ten of Pentacles, wish fulfillment. You've got this Page of Cups, this unabashed love. You've got happiness, July, the summer, heat, the beautiful feeling of the summer. You've got April, which is right now, and you have this bloom card, everything coming together, and it all starts and ends with you, pile number 1. This is such a beautiful reading for your May. May you, pile number 1, have a beautiful month ahead. This is so gorgeous and so uplifting. Thank you so much for being here with me for this wonderful reading. Thank you so much for any likes, comments, shares, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe so that you don't miss any future readings. You're so inspiring, pile number 1. I know I'm going to see you very soon. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose this gorgeous card, number 12, All is Connected. And I noticed that both of these cards are so similar. This card, your card, has this web, spider's web connecting things. And then pile number 1's card has, looks like branches and also her hair connecting things. So they're very similar in that way. I just wanted to show you that. So you chose this card plus this red carnelian heart. All right, very exciting. So let's look at what's up with your May. We have a couple, oh, it looks like these 3 plopped out here for you. So that came from this deck. So let's take maybe one of, whoa. Well, there we go. Here's our 4 cards. Let's see what we have. Lily, spiritual love. More blooms for your May. We have broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted. Is it your wish or someone else's? When something like this comes up, it's so unclear. It's like, is it your wish or is it someone else's wish? Whose wish is this? Man, just dealings or relationship with a man, just a garden variety man. There we go. And we have rat. Someone is working against you behind your back. Pile number 2. What is this going on? How are you seeing someone? How are you seeing? I think that when something like this comes up, how are you seeing yourself and how are you seeing your situation? This is like I wouldn't say like you could say warning, but it's just telling you that you're seeing someone and or something in a way that's unfavorable to you. Pile number 2. Very interesting. All right, so I have a brand new deck. This is a very beautiful deck. It's very much here we have, it's very much centered around the elements. So oh my no, oh no, I think it was this one. And then 4, let's do one more. There's this. And the illustrations are very simple and stylized, and it's very beautiful. So I'm also going to use this one. This is a Greek mythology deck. All right, so I guess this one did come out first, so I'll put this like this. And then I have this deck. This is, for those of you who haven't seen me use this before, this is the Vice Versa Tarot. That's why it's got an illustration here. So this is the back of the 5 of Wands, and this is, oops, no. This is the front of the 5 of Wands, and this is the back. I actually had it Wait, let me make sure I have them. All right, so here is the back of this Three of Wands, and this is the front. So I have it the right way around now. So I'm going to shuffle this really much on its side so I am not seeing the card until I pick it out for you. Very carefully taking these. There we go. All right, so what do we have? This is your first card, the Nine of Swords. Yeah, there's something going on with you, pile number 2, that you are seeing yourself and someone else in a situation that is not serving you at all. And what happened? What is the... Yeah, all is connected is right. Your thoughts are going out into the 3D. Your thoughts are like this hair. Your thoughts are going out into the 3D. You are the center. You're the center of your life. Your thoughts are the center of your life. What else is going on here? The Three of Swords. Wow, this is so true, pile number 2. You are really in this thing with this one person or this one situation or yourself. You are really seeing things in a way that does not at all serve you. We have the Strength card. This is you, pile number 2, being reminded that the person who can change this, there is no one outside of you who can change this. You have to stand in your own power. And what this is telling us, pile number 2, is that you... It's like every single thing about manifestation all boiled down to this. You are the center and the only cause of your situation. And looking out at the 3D and taking that feedback and thinking that this says something to you and being in this constant feedback loop with the 3D is not serving you. Cutting that connection. It's like there's a pair of scissors right here, and we're cutting that connection so that you can stand firm in yourself and know who you are and what you want. And if you stand firm in that, then the 3D is going to change. And it is all connected. What else do we have? The Eight of Pentacles. And it does take work. It takes a lot of work. And you have to wait for those old things to die out and the new things to come in. And it takes work, it takes dedication, and it takes patience, but it does happen. It's the same thing as if you've ever planted anything from seeds in your entire life. You know what I'm talking about. You push the seed in and you cover it over with dirt, and then you wait and you just take it on faith. I wish there was a better word than faith. You just take it on faith that seed is going to grow. You look at it, you water it, you let the sun shine on it, you look at it, you water, and it's just dirt. It's just dirt. Just sitting there, dirt. And you water it, and you look at it, you let the sun shine on it, you just wait. And after a while, it does start growing. So you standing firm in yourself and allowing the 3D to do whatever it's going to do without judgment, without angst, without that feedback loop. And you can feel your human feelings, but even when you're feeling your human feelings, You're still knowing who you are. In the back there, in your mind, you're allowing yourself to process your emotions, to feel your feelings, to even think those thoughts. But in your back of your mind, you know who you are. That's the way to change the world, your world. What's our last card here? The Four of the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups. Kind of actually, it's saying to kind of be detached from your 3D, that it takes work and it takes taking a step back from your 3D to allow these things to grow. What do you need to grow? You need earth, you need water, you need, I guess, well, we don't have any fire. The only suit that we're not seeing is fire, I guess the sun. But you need time and you need the strength to not dig up the seed and be like, are you growing? What if you dig up the seed and you're like, are you growing? Oh, and then you see that it had all these roots and it was just about ready to sprout up and you just killed it by looking too soon or being too impatient. This is your card. This is you, pile number 2. And I think you already know what situation this is that you're feeling unfulfilled with. It could be even more than one. So what is this first card from this suit? This is the King of Wands, this creation, this creator. Kronos is actually a Titan. You are creating the world you want to live in by your mind alone, by your creative power. And it's not your human mind. You're creating what you want by your will and your focus. Yeah, they're sticking to the cloth. Okay, what do we have here? We have the Knight of Wands. Wow. So it looks like once you get ahead of steam, you're going to go pretty quickly. The Knight of Wands is the fastest knight in the deck. And he's also Heracles, which is just another spelling of Hercules. Another translation, I would say. Heracles and Hercules is the same. And if you notice, it's him and his lion. Just like her and her lion. You have 2 cards symbolizing pretty much the same thing, and he was renowned for his strength. He could have been the strength card too. The Knight of Wands is the fastest knight in the deck. It looks like you have to stand stalwart in your decision and let it take time, be patient. But once things start to change, you're going to get a lot of movement pretty quickly. With that same, and you're going to be the same person inside, stalwart strength. Even if things are moving slowly or quickly, you stay the same. What else do we have? The Emperor card, Zeus. The King of the Olympians. You are, and it's right underneath the strength, you are ruling your 3D. You are ruling your experience. And even if it's 100%, if you consider everything 100% bad in your experience, you're still that person that created that. You don't just create, you don't just, excuse me, you don't just manifest good things. You manifest everything. So your vision of what your life is created by you first, and then everything falls into place around you. All right, so we have 3 cards from this deck. We have the 5 of Cups. This is the front, and this is the back. So what's going on here? He has a choice right now. He has a choice to, this is just your cards are saying the same thing over and over. It's pretty impressive. We have this figure, which is you. This is you. And you can either look at the things in the 3D that you do not want and that you do not like and put all of your attention and focus on them, which is going to just create more of that. The spilled cup. And this, it looks like a scorpion. We don't want the scorpion. I like, scorpions are fine, but they can stay away from me. Okay, so you can put all your focus and attention on that. Or you can put, oops, I don't know why I was saying behind. Well, behind, you can put all your focus and attention on what you do want. And look, this is even hidden from him because he's not looking at it. This is a perfect example of how manifestation works. The rose does not exist to this figure because he is not paying attention to it. We can see it. He can't. The rose does not exist to him because he is not putting his attention on it. A different world will never exist to you unless you put your attention on it and you stand firm in who you are and what you want. I don't know what this next card is. Of course I know what this last card is, final card is, because I can see it, but this is the final surprise. Oh, it's the Ace of Wands. This is the front and this is the back. This is the front. Look at this lightning strike. This is the energy, the fire. This is the element that was missing here with this growing, with this plant analogy, the seed analogy. This came to us in this deck. You need to plant a seed and have it grow. You need earth, you need water, and you need fire, which is, you know, the sun. What I'm calling fire is the sun. You need the sun. You need the sun's energy, this big fireball in our sky. And so what do we have here? We have you standing strong, standing firm, bringing that fire energy, and then it blooms. You're holding what the seed was is now your wand of intention here. This is you changing your world and becoming this you've got some huge power, and you are the power. Look at these three power things right at once. We have the King of Wands, Kronos, who's a Titan. We have the Knight of Wands, Heracles, or aka Hercules, which everyone I think knows. Hercules is demigod, half god. His father is I think his father. Oh my gosh, I'm 99% sure his father's Zeus, but anyway, his mother was I think his mother's human or nymph or something. Anyway, he's half god. He's a half god. He's so strong. He's just so powerful, and he is determined. Do you know the labors of Hercules? He just was so intelligent and so strong and so capable. He was able to do the impossible over and over and over again because he knew who he was. And you also have the Zeus Emperor card. Zeus is the god who is the king, or you know, the king, the ruler of all of the Olympians. You have all of these huge gods, and he is their ruler. So you have so much power. It's showing you just how much power you, pile number 2, have. And then you have this 9 of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment card, and it is abundance. It is abundance. Look at this great abundance, and it is love and looking and seeing he has all of this abundance, and he also is in love. This is what he wants. He wants this love. And this card is showing you that you can have abundance and love all at one time and be completely fulfilled and happy here by following these steps. This was such a chronological story, so powerful and so on point. It is so magical how this reading came out, and the fact that you had this all is connected first and that everything is connected in your reading is so awesome. This is such a magical reading, and I don't know how this spiritual love is coming out. It seems like you can have a beautiful love that is not just corporeal but also spiritual. I don't know what they mean by spiritual. I think probably this kind of thing, everybody's going to have their own interpretation of this. For me, I'm telling you that how I interpret this is it's a deep love that is not just a physical attraction, it's also a very deep love. And that is the it's the first card we pulled. I mean, other than your oracle card, right? It's the first card we pulled, and it's connected with the last card we pulled. It's this and this mirror each other, and it's from first to last. It opens and closes your story. So this is such a gorgeous, beautiful, meaningful reading. I can't have enough superlatives for this reading. It's so gorgeous, and I'm so excited. This is your May. This is your next month. Pile number 2. And just when you feel any sort of doubt or wonder what you should do, you just channel these 2 cards. You channel the Strength card and or this Heracles and aka Hercules card, or both. All right, pile number 2. I'm so excited for you. I'm so thrilled for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, and your comments. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe so that you don't miss any future readings. I know I'm going to see you very soon. Bye for now.